Hi, I'm Healthy Emmie.
And I'm Healthy Mommy, and this is my pantry tour.
Hello, if you're new here, I'm Healthy Emmie. This is Healthy Mummy, my lovely mom. I am a nutritionist, a weight loss specialist, the creator of the Slim on Starch program, which the one and only HM is a graduate from. So she went through the Slim on Starch program, did remarkably well, and you can see her whole journey on my channel. Today, she is going to be pulling the curtain back and showing us what is in that pantry. Let's take it from the top.
All right, so pardon the mess. All the kids are coming over for dinner tonight, so the air fryer is out and all the food is all over the counter.
Yes.
But we'll start here in the dry goods cabinet, I'd say. We do have sons who are not plant-based, so there's some stuff in here for them. And it's not completely full, but generally this entire shelf is filled with beans, dried beans, canned beans.
All right, so down on the bottom shelf, we have black beans and pinto beans. What do you guys use these for?
We usually use them for literally just about everything, but mostly those two for Mexi food. We have corn that we use quite a bit. We have of late been enjoying vegetarian baked beans with Dad's, Healthy Dad's veggie burgers. Really good, really filling, and delicious.
I will say that if you are looking to lose weight, you're going to want to make your own baked beans because these do have some sugar added. Mm-hmm. But for Healthy Mummy and Healthy Dad being in weight maintenance, they can have some sugar here and there, give and take. As my Slim on Starch clients in the Master's program know, this is something you can incorporate in your 1-month experiment to see what your threshold is with some of these weight maintenance foods like sugar. Mm-hmm. But they're oil-free, so that's awesome.
I can't tell you how many boxes of these we go through. The way I prepare my breakfast, you'll see it in the cookbook, is I use quick oats and just put some water in and let it sit on the counter for maybe 20 minutes. I don't cook it on the stove. I don't cook it on the microwave. It's great. And the quick oats are a little more milled, so they get very soft very easily. So
yeah. I like the texture of quick oats. I always buy quick oats as well.
Yeah.
And people will ask, well, aren't rolled oats better? Aren't groats better? Yes, they're more nutritionally dense. They have more fiber. The quick oats is that they've processed them. They've blended them up a little bit. So if you are looking to maximize your results, you'd probably be better off having something like rolled oats. But when you are in Healthy Mummy's position where she's in weight maintenance, she just wants to have something that she enjoys every day. We don't have to get too lost in the sauce about that. And I will say I've had plenty of clients be completely successful with quick oats.
Okay. Also, what we always have, because Healthy Dad and I both use it, Healthy Dad sprinkles it on his, whatever he has, peanut butter toast in the morning. I mix it in. I have a sort of a ball jar with quick oats, some flaxseed meal, and I put a little cinnamon in there. So it's a little bit of more of a blend than just the straight oats.
I know that a lot of people get concerned about omega-3 fatty acids and they'll say, oh, am I going to get enough? This diet is lower in fat. Don't I need those omega-3s? And the answer is, yeah, you do need omega-3s, and you can get all the omega-3s that you need in your day with just a tablespoon of ground flax. If you really want to make sure that you're absorbing it, then what you would actually want to do is buy the flax seed whole, grind it in a coffee grinder, and then have it when it's made fresh. Some people do get they say, oh, you shouldn't buy it pre-ground, but you don't have any signs of an omega-3 deficiency, which, by the way, is very difficult to achieve. So she's doing fine.
All right. Another thing that we always have plenty of is raisins. Sometimes I will put them in my oats in the morning. Not all the time. I think the carrots do me better.
Yeah, another great example of a weight maintenance food. This is a dried fruit. It's about 1,200 calories per pound. Grapes, which is what raisins are. And it's funny, sometimes you buy grapes at the grocery store and it says raisins on them. Those are 300 calories per pound. When you remove the water, now they are raisins. They're 1,200 calories per pound. So perfect for weight maintenance. If you're looking to lose weight, have the grapes instead of the raisins.
We do have peanuts in here. Healthy Dad loves peanuts, and he's a big active guy, so he can do with all this extra stuff. I'm not a big fan. Sometimes I might sprinkle some, some nuts on a salad or something. But
exactly. I think
know.
it's very important to note that this is not used as a hand-to-mouth food. Never use nuts as a hand-to-mouth food because before you know, you've eaten 800 calories and you don't even feel it. This is something that should be sprinkled on top of a salad.
Okay, same with these guys. Don't these look cute in their little jars? I got almonds because I'm working my way through Healthy Emmie's salad dressing. That's sort of my new thing that I want to try out. And the second recipe, the Caesar one, called for a few almonds. So that's where this came from. Pumpkin seeds, when we were down on our vacation at my sister-in-law's house, she had sprinkled some on her salad. Maybe want to of late, but not a lot, not every day. This is left over from, I made the peanut butter oatmeal bars I had made for Healthy Brother and Healthy Dad a while ago, and that's just what's left over from it.
I think it's important to note that because Healthy Mommy and Healthy Dad have such a routine and are so committed to SOS, these are not triggers. You have to know yourself, though. And if you know that you're somebody that's going to be going like this, then this can't be in the house. But you know that you have your potatoes, your potato poppers that are in the fridge. You have your other foods that you grab instead. So do know yourself.
Right. And I know when I make those bars, I can't make those bars all the time because I eat them constantly.
You will also see that there are some things in here that my brother, who still lives here, he has some stuff in the pantry as well. And like I spoke about, they don't get triggered by those things. But if you're in a position where you see it and then you have to have it, that's the personality that you have, I would suggest having a separate cabinet or dividing it in half, or just having your own little area where this is where your food is, so that it's not all mixed together and you have to dig through the cookies to get to the oats.
It's funny you say that because I do try and keep this as his shelf, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And we have plenty of pasta. I've learned with pasta that I prefer not to eat a smaller amount and have a salad with it. I'm living with two big, strong guys. They eat a lot, but I don't really need that. At this point.
And you guys they just do the plain pasta. Again, whole wheat is going to be more nutritious. It's going to keep you fuller for longer. But again, when you're in a position where you've done the work to get to weight maintenance, you've lost the weight and now you're in maintenance, you have a little give and take here and there. And so they have just the plain white pasta. It's the Prince. All right, let's head into the other pantry. We will also say it is 1 million degrees out today, and we are filming for you.
As you may know, we redid the kitchen a few years ago, and this is now a little breakfast bar and open shelving, which has become our overflow pantry.
I just want to do a little fun fact here. This used to be our computer room.
Yeah, back in the day.
We are that old.
Yeah.
This was the computer room.
Yeah.
And now it's a little breakfast bar.
A little breakfast bar, mudroom, pantry. And now that Em mentions it, I didn't even realize that I'm doing this, is I am separating things that Healthy Dad uses and stuff that is backup for our basic needs and means.
Okay, so this is your side?
Pretty much.
So let me adjust the camera.
Yeah. All right. So since his retirement, Healthy Dad has taken over grocery shopping. Have at it. So in case there's an Armageddon, we will be all set. We have got all kinds of spices and condiments for life. That's mostly what this stuff is. But here's the business end for me. I always, when I go, I get 4 or 5 Dr. McDougall soups. As you know, this is my staple lunch. I haven't grown tired of it. It changes enough when I make it that it doesn't get boring or dull. So I always have enough of these.
Well, I just want to clarify, this is not your lunch.
No.
The doctored up Dr. McDougall soup from the Healthy Mommy cookbook.
Yep.
So she won't just pour one of these into a bowl. She doctors it up.
Right. Because I found, and this was everyone's journey, you have to find out what works and balances for you. If I just eat this in an hour, I'm hungry again.
Right.
But if I doctor it up with some starches and some rice and some, some mushrooms and more vegetables, it really, I'll have to tell you.
She puts the hummus on there.
Yeah. The best. So I always have about 4 or 5 of these in stock, and I rotate through the ones I like. This is something that I only use for tea. It's nothing but soybeans and water. You know, we've talked in the past about how you do have to look at the label with plant milks, because I find so many plant milks have a lot of ingredients, gums and additives. And I'd like to try and get away from this.
Yeah, and let's talk about where she started. If you've watched the journey, where we started was those huge silk soy milks, vanilla with all the sugar added in the oil.
Right.
And I asked Dad how many he would buy per week. He was buying 2 of those huge things per week, and you would put them into your coffee.
Right.
Twice a day.
Right. I mean, a lot. And that was from going from a milk latte drinking fiend to that. And along my path, this is where we are now.
Yeah. And it's a massive improvement.
Yeah.
And I always tell my clients, is soy milk okay? I say, well, how many? They say, I used it just a splash. I go, how many are you having per week?
Right.
How many cartons are you buying per week?
Right.
Oh, I'm buying 3 or 4 cartons per week.
Yeah.
Then we're in trouble.
Right. Right. So I'm working on it with our next shelf, which is teas. I just recently got some Em's favorite, some chamomile.
I brought some today and I didn't even have to.
There you go. So I'm trying to substitute, again, I'm not really good at cold turkey things. So substitute like an afternoon tea with this. Mm-hmm. And I know that over time, suddenly I'll be like, oh, I only had 1 cup of tea with my soy milk in it. So no big deal, but I think it's good.
And it's good, when Healthy Emmie is your daughter and you do a monthly check-in on YouTube every week, or every month, you have structure in place where you can pull it back in, you can rein it in.
Oh, yeah.
These things will never, soy milk you're not going to put back weight on because of your soy milk, because you're so on it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll preface what Healthy Mummy's about to show. Let me preface this by saying, if you struggle with your cholesterol, coffee is not your friend. Coffee contains diterpenes, which will prevent you from having low cholesterol, even decaf, unfortunately. So I turned Healthy Mummy on to
Ticino. They have various flavors. This particular one is caramel nut, and it's made with dandelion, believe it or not. And it just gives you, if you're really wanting a cup of coffee, and those of us who drink coffee, who doesn't, this really is a great substitute.
Mm-hmm. Dandy Blend is another one. Yeah. I have these linked on my Amazon, so you can check the description bar.
Yeah, it's a good start in the weaning process. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A few things that I like to keep handy is maple syrup. If you see it below $9, grab it. It's not cheap, but it's good to use as a little sweetener. It's often found in your salad dressing recipes.
Yeah.
It's good to have and keep in the fridge, I think.
She doesn't put that on her oatmeal, by the way, because that is a slippery slope.
Oh, yeah.
Coming from the gal who would... I was having oatmeal with my maple syrup. That's how bad it was.
Yeah. Everybody's favorite nutritional yeast. If this isn't the best substitute for sprinkled cheese, I don't know what is. I do put this in and on my Dr. McDougall soup. Always in with the other spices, always.
Here we are at Healthy Mummy's fridge and freezer. And she said, should I do the fridge and freezer? And I said, let's make that the next video. If this video gets how many likes?
500.
This video gets 500 likes, then the next video that we do here at Healthy Parents House will be her fridge tour and her freezer tour. So comment as well, share this video with everyone that you know, and tell them to like it so that we can make that the next video. I love you, honeys, and I'll see you in my next one.